Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. 3 Coronation Street spoilers next week. From fire horror to heartbreaking revelation, there's more drama to come next week in Coronation Street as fans will see one resident's life at risk while another faces criminal consequences. Coronation Street fans are in for another week of intense scenes in the ITV soap as tensions have been escalating for a few Weatherfield residents. From Ed Bailey's, played by Trevor Michael George, life falling apart over his gambling addiction, and Paul Foreman, Peter Ash, getting drugs to end his life when his MND gets worse. In upcoming scenes, it looks like Ed's luck goes from bad to worse as he finds himself homeless. His son Michael Bailey's, Ryan Russell, life also hangs in the balance after a terrifying discovery. Elsewhere, Liam Connor's, Charlie Renshaw, bullying ordeal continues as he's pushed to breaking point. However, his actions could have serious consequences as he finds himself at the police station. Here's a look at what's set to happen in the upcoming week on the cobbles. It looks as though the tides are turning for Ed when he speaks to his daughter about a new living position. Revealing that his friend Marcus has offered him a bed at his house, Ed states he'll be able to move out today and is hopeful that Gary Windass, Mikey North, will put in an offer to buy the yard. However, while at the bistro, Gary explains he won't be buying the yard, leaving him devastated. Returning to pack up his things, D.D. Bailey, Chanique Sterling Brown, admits that Adam will be glad for the space. However, Ed gets another devastating blow when Marcus calls and reveals the spare room isn't available anymore. Not wanting to tell his family his predicament, he keeps things quiet. However, his brother Ronnie Bailey, Vinta Morgan, knows what's happening. Speaking to Michael, Ronnie explains that his dad is now homeless, while Leanne Battersby, Jane Danson, comes over to explain Ed seemed quite desperate after his meeting with Gary earlier on. Spotting smoke billowing from the builder's yard, Michael is horrified and races up the stairs, fearful his dad is inside. When he's inside, there's no sign of Ed, to Michael's relief that his dad is safe. However, when he turns to leave, Michael realizes that the fire has spread quite a fair bit and the stairs he planned on using to exit are now engulfed in flames. Will Michael be rescued in time? While at school, Dylan Wilson, Liam McChain, asks Mason Radcliffe, Luca Tulin, if he plans on giving Liam back his phone. Laughing, Mason threatens that if Liam turns up for their meeting, he's a dead man. Having enough of being haunted and humiliated, Liam overhears the conversation and stares his bully out, promising Mason that he'll be there. Concerned that Liam will get hurt, Dylan warns him not to meet up with Mason, worried it won't end well. However, Liam is adamant that it's time he stood up to Mason after weeks of bullying. Later on, as he starts to approach Mason and his group of friends, he overhears Dylan calling him a loser. As Mason goads him, Liam rams Dylan up against a wall, causing him to fall to the ground, just as Mrs. Crawshaw appears. When Gary Windass, Mikey North, tries to speak to Dylan's dad Sean Tully, Anthony Cotton, to explain Liam is being bullied at school and that his son is ignoring him. Furious at Liam's outburst, Sean scoffs as he tells Gary he's glad he reported the youth to the police as bullies need to be punished. Making it clear to Gary that he's done enough damage, Maria Connor, Samia Longchamben, sets off to the police station with her son in tow. While at the police station, Maria assures Liam that everything's going to be fine if he tells the truth. After being released from prison, Bernie Winter, Jane Hazelgrove, is thrilled when Paul and Gemma Winter, Dolly Rose Campbell, reluctantly agree to spend a night in the dilapidated motorhome. While on their road trip, they both suspect their mum is lost as she stops in a lay-by and pulls out a road atlas to try and find the route. Sharing a worried look between them, things go from bad to worse when they realize there's no phone signal. Back in Weatherfield, Billy Mayhew, Daniel Brocklebank, starts to worry when he tries to get a hold of his husband but there's no answer. Admitting defeat, Bernie stops the motorhome in the middle of a field and confesses she has no idea which way to go for the campsite. Trying to get going again, they realize the motorhome has got stuck in the mud. When Paul is still not back after a while and remains unreachable, Billy goes to the kitchen cupboard and is horrified to discover the benzo tablets missing. After a while, Paul's phone finally jumps to life as Gemma answers to hear Billy begging his husband not to take the drugs as it's too soon. Not understanding why Billy is so hysterical, it leads to some uncomfortable questions. Will Paul come clean to Bernie and Gemma about his end-of-life plan?